What's going on, Falcons fans? Logan here. Welcome back to Rise Up Rundown, and if you're new here, welcome. I'm incredibly excited to make these next really four videos coming up on Rise Up Rundown, and it seems you all are just as excited to see separate mock drafts on every option the Falcons can do here in the draft as much as I'm excited to see these. And this is exactly what you're going to get. I totally am open to any option the Falcons can do here. I understand why getting a quarterback at 4 makes sense. I understand why getting a non-quarterback at 4 makes sense. And I understand why a trade down makes sense. I will be A-okay with whatever the Falcons do here. But a lot of people are probably wondering, what would I do if I were to get a quarterback at 4 or a non-quarterback at 4 or trade down? Well, you're going to find that out in the next 3 videos. Instead of just making mock drafts of only quarterbacks at 4 and making the trade down truthers mad, or vice versa, making mock drafts of only trading down and making the QB at 4 truthers mad, I'm going to make a mock draft for every option to make all of us Falcons fans happy. This one will be the quarterback I would select at 4 and then what I would do after I get him at 4. Then this Friday will be the non-quarterback I select at 4 and what I would do after I select him. And then next Tuesday will be what I would do if I were to trade down in the draft. And then the Friday after April 29th, my thoughts and grades on the Falcons 2021 NFL Draft. All right, let's get straight into it. The quarterback I would take at 4 is Trey Lance. Now, not only do I feel he's more realistically going to be here at number 4, because I just don't think Kyle Shanahan is stupid enough to pass on Justin Fields. To me, it is pretty clear Justin Fields is going to be the number 3 pick. I really feel confident in it. But, I mean, my thoughts on Trey Lance and Justin Fields kind of changes every single week. You know, one week I think Justin Fields is better, then I think Trey Lance is better, but as I record this, I think Trey Lance is ever so slightly better than Justin Fields. Trey Lance and Justin Fields, I don't think they're similar players, but I just don't think that anything they do is just a landslide better, you know? Trey Lance, I don't think he's perfect, you know, he has some problems he could fix, but I do like him for the most part. I think he's got a really strong arm. He's got that mobility. He's a competitor. And the main reason I understand why getting a quarterback at 4 is because, like Terry Fontenot did with the Saints, yeah, he had a Hall of Fame quarterback in Drew Brees, but he didn't want the Saints' Super Bowl chances to be diminished if anything were to happen to Drew Brees. So they got a pretty stacked quarterback room, actually, and now that Drew Brees is gone, their chances aren't, totally gone, because Jameis Winston and Taysom Hill, they might not be as good as Drew Brees, but at least they got some upside, not backside. They got some upside, and that's kind of what I'm thinking Terry Fontenot might want to do if he's getting a quarterback at 4. Yeah, they love Matt Ryan, but they also don't want their chances to be diminished if Matt Ryan is gone, so why not get a backup with upside? And you are totally going to get that with Trey Lance. And if Matt Ryan is just so freaking bad in 2021, which I don't think will happen, but if he just truly is to be so freaking bad, at least you can get rid of him and you got your QB of the future anyway, right? But I don't think that's going to happen. I think Trey Lance is going to learn behind Ryan and, do a lot of great things after learning behind Ryan. Or I don't want to say I think that's going to happen, because I think they're going to get Kyle Pitts realistically. But I guess I'm trying to say that this would make sense if they got Trey Lance. And that's what I would do to get the QB at 4. Now, we're supposed to go into the second round, but if I'm the Falcons general manager, I'm just being real with you. I want to replace Isaiah Oliver as fast as I can. And a lot of teams I feel are probably going to be looking for a good corner. Patrick Surtain and J.C. Horn are going to be taken, but Caleb Fairley I felt was going to be available a little later on in the first round. And I know Falcons need help at safety as well. But the safety I'm thinking of, I feel is going to be there in the third round. So, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to call the Colts, and I'm going to trade my 2021 second round pick, number 35, my 2021 fourth round pick, 108, and my 2022 second round. Now, that is definitely a lot, but I really freaking want to replace Isaiah Oliver just to get the 21st pick. So I'm going to trade with the Colts and get Caleb Fairley, the corner from Virginia Tech. Now, a lot of people think it's like somewhat risky because of his back injuries, but I think it'll be fine. I think he's a good corner. He's very athletic and quick, and his coverage skills are fantastic. He's just one heck of an athlete. And say what you want about Isaiah Oliver, how he improved, later on in the season. To me, he just isn't really giving me a lot of promise to just, be better in 2021. I've seen him get so many chances. I personally want to get rid of him. I'm surprised the Falcons didn't get rid of him already, so give me Caleb Fairley. Now, I took him because I felt kind of confident that there wasn't really going to be, a top corner in the second round, so I just went ahead to get him in the first. I don't have a second round pick anymore, so I kind of have to wait in the third round because I feel confident that the safety I want is going to be there. But all of a sudden, the Texans wanted to make a trade, and I actually kind of liked it. The Texans wanted to trade their 2021 third round pick, number 67, which is only a spot higher than mine, at 68. They also wanted to trade their 2021 fourth round, 109, and I really kind of wanted to get another fourth round pick, to be honest with you, because I feel safety and guard really kind of need to be fixed here, so I just kind of was like, alright, let's do it. So I gave them my 68th pick, which is only a spot below 67, and then I gave them my 148th pick in the 5th round and 182nd pick in the 5th round because when it gets to the 5th round and below, I didn't, feel super confident that those players were just going to help us right away. So I just thought, why not get my 4th round pick? And I got Javon Holland, the safety from Oregon. I was going to get, one of these safeties like Richie Grant or Javon Holland. But I got Javon Holland because not only is he very quick and he's very physical, he's got great coverage skills, but he also can kind of play any position here. He can play slot corner, so even if you don't like how he plays at safety, you can put him at slot corner because the Falcons do kind of need a slot corner right now. But if you don't want him at slot corner, at least you got a safety. So it's kind of like you can do a lot here with Javon Holland. You can either put him at safety or you can put him at slot corner. So whatever you want to do with him, at least you're set with it, and hopefully he can deliver like he did in college. So I think that actually kind of made a lot of sense there. And then my 109th pick, I think left guard really needs to be fixed, and I got Aaron Banks from Notre Dame. I think he's a good player. I think he's actually kind of a quicker offensive lineman, and he's really, he's big. And we really need to beef up that offensive line because it's actually somewhat young, and why not just kind of bring in some bigger offensive linemen to learn? Because I just don't think the left guard we have now is just any good. So, I just thought that kind of made a little bit of sense. Now, after that, though, I'll be honest with you, the rest of these players were kind of just best player available. I don't think they're really going to do anything for us, but hopefully they could if they were drafted by us. 183, I got Ellerson Smith, the edge from Northern Iowa. He's a fine player. I just kind of hope he does good things if he were drafted by the Falcons. There were really no edge rushers that I really fell in love with here in the draft, so I'm kind of just hoping for the best there. And then not long after, we have the 187th pick. Falcons do need a running back, but I am not picking a running back super early because running backs just don't really last that long in the NFL, and you can kind of find a good running back anywhere in the draft. So why waste it on a pretty high draft pick? So I'm going to get Jamar Jefferson, the running back from Oregon State, who's actually kind of a stud. But, hopefully Arthur Smith can use him, because I know Arthur Smith is going to want to use a running game here. But I'm just not really going to spend a running back that high, is all I'm really saying. And then the last pick, I didn't exactly know what position to get, but I also was kind of like, well, if Javon Holland is to play slot corner and you do need another safety, I just got Todd Harris Jr. from LSU. Good player, so hopefully he could do some good things for us. And if he isn't to play safety because Javon Holland will, maybe Jalen Hawkins is just so freaking bad and now you got Todd Harris Jr. I don't know. But I felt pretty good about all that. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I will see you guys with my non-quarterback at 4 mock draft this Friday. Love and appreciate you all for the support, and as always, rise up.